Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact Today with me, my Lotsu. So today's Fact Today is about a guy called Neil Harbisson, and he's a self-proclaimed cyborg. So he was born with a condition called achromatopsia, and achromatopsia is a condition where the cone cells in his eye aren't working properly, so he couldn't see in colour. All he can see is grey. So everything was grey, and if he was watching TV, it was definitely in black and white. This achromatopsia is a congenital autosomal recessive colour vision condition. Congenital means he had it from birth. Autosomal means it's in his normal chromosomes, not the sex chromosomes. Recessive means he needs two copies of the allele, one from his mum, one from his dad, and obviously it affects his colour vision. So in 2004, what he had and it got working was a video camera actually in front of his face, and this video camera is connected to a chip in the back of on the back of his head and his skull, and through a process called bone conduction, so the vibrations in your skull, which then send a message through the vibrations to your inner ear, he can hear colours. He can literally hear different colours. So red sounds different from green, sounds different from blue, sounds different from yellow. And he can look at a painting and he can hear the colours from the painting. So first thing he needs to do is associate and identify with the names that we give to colours. So he didn't know red, green, blue. He needs to identify those. Then he needs to associate those with the sounds that he heard from those specific colours. And then over time, this became just part of his everyday life. And he would dream in colour. He would actually dream in colours. He'd have food on his plate and hear sounds from the food on the plate. He could look at a person and he'd get sounds as to what that person would look like. And he would hear the effects, the colours on their faces. That's amazing. And this thing was such a part of him now that even on his passport photo, there's a picture of him with this, because he says it's just an extension of his body. It's just an enhancement of his body. And he can now hear infrared. So if you point a remote control at him, he can hear that. If there are motion detectors in the room, he can hear where those motion detectors are. He can now also hear ultraviolet. So we can't see infrared and we can't see ultraviolet. He can hear those, so he can detect those. So he knows if it's a good day to go sunbathing or not, just based on the amount of ultraviolet light that he detects from his camera. That's Fact Today. That's Neil Harbisson. See you later. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.